I would not denounce or renounce Freemasonry even in order to become President of the United States. Many Freemasons have heard that iconic statement from Henry Clay, who served as Grand Master of Kentucky in 1820. Most, however, do not know the circumstances behind it and what else Clay said along with it. Clay said it because at the time he was being courted to run for U.S. President as the candidate of the anti-Masonic Party. Clay, who conducted the only Masonic meeting ever held in the United States Senate chambers, had become disgruntled with the fraternity. He was fed up with the bickering, politics, and hypocrisy he saw in some members. Anti-Masonic Party members knew about his views and went after him to join them. When he told them he would not renounce Freemasonry for the presidency, he also said Freemasonry does more good than harm, although it does not practically affect all that it theoretically promises. I've never really liked that view. More good than harm? It almost seems like he's putting good and harm on equal footing, with the balance barely tipping in favor of the good. In my book, the ratio has always been something more like 1,000 to 1. But face it, it's the rare Mason who hasn't had at least a couple of negative experiences with his brothers. I've had them, and it's times like that when Brother Clay has made me a believer. We all have human frailties, and predominantly for that reason, Freemasonry does not deliver all it claims. That perfect ashlar is a goal, not a reality. Searching for solutions to problems like these is frustrating. An individual trying to change the direction of the juggernaut of Freemasonry is like swimming alongside the Titanic in an attempt to push it away from the iceberg. These, however, are problems that will take years, perhaps decades to fix, and no single person will make those changes. It will take a concerted effort. On one rather discouraging day, things were seemingly coming down on me all at once. As I sat brooding, staring at my PC, a message popped up. Coffee Klatch, today, 9:30 a.m. Coffee Klatch? It sounds like something my wife Carolyn would go to at one of her DAR meetings. But this was something from the Scottish Rite. Just a simple get-together for no reason in particular. I went. It was even less formal than I expected. We didn't even gather as a group. We just milled around, shooting the breeze, sometimes 2 or 3 of us, sometimes a larger group. That was it. We just shared bad coffee and good brotherhood. None of the bickering, politics, or hypocrisy that bothered Henry Clay. Many of the problems we all sometimes face come from a few bad apples. But the majority of our members are friends and brothers who can offer support. I walked away feeling 1,000 times better. That's when it hit me. The big issues will always be there, and we should never stop working on them. As for dealing with the frustrations on a personal level, the answer has been there since the beginning of our Masonic journey, and every Freemason knows what it is when he answers the question, "What come you here to do?" For the Whence Came You podcast, this is Steve Harrison with the Masonic Minute.